Hey there, Sharky. Been a while indeed, my friend. I hope you're well. I'll be with you soon. I'm just doing the little finer tweaks and trying to give it a share. And then we'll be ready to go. Ready and raring. Our second FS25 stream. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my Discord. There it is. That's what I'm after. Hope you've been well. Obviously. Always hope that. For everyone. One day, hopefully, we're big enough that I can have some proper moderators. No offense to my one moderator. Proper moderators who can do the sharing of my content and stuff as well for me. Let's just pop that out there like that. That's done. That's done. That's all running. That's all good. Right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Let's probably come back out there. We'll come in. Let's start, shall we? Let's get it going. Let's not hesitate. We're a bit earlier than I normally am, but finished a little bit later last night. So we'll see. We'll see if we can see a little bit more of the map this time. Right. Hello. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. One and all. Indeedy. Just make sure my phone is on silent. We might get a doorbell in the background because I'm waiting for a parcel. And it's not arrived yet. But my partner is about, but she tends to go to bed early. I might have to run off and get the door. Is what it is. How am I doing? I'm not doing too bad, Sharky. Thank you very much. Not doing too bad at all. It was nice yesterday to get back and doing a stream and sort of chat with the community and the people that joined us. That was pretty cool. We had a look at Riverbend Springs. I haven't watched any, or I didn't watch any early access content, and the only videos I've now watched today are some sort of info stuff from Disturb Simulation. And that's because he's mainly on Zaloinka, and obviously that's an old map, so I'm not spoiling anything by going there. So we did Riverbend Springs yesterday for my first ever look. Had a good look around on it. Did a little play. We did the tutorial. We're not doing any more tutorial stuff. That was awful. So today we're going to go to. I've got to pronounce it right, haven't I? HUTAN Pantai. HUTAN Pantai. The Asian map. So we're going to go there. Have a good look at the map because it should be completely different from anything we've seen before. Or for me, anyway, a lot of you guys will have seen it. I know Daggerwin has started his series like days ago on there. I should imagine he's on like episode 20 or something. But I haven't watched any of that. So yeah, this will be completely new for me, completely different. And then hopefully we'll be able to fit in, have a little look, and play around with some rice. That'd be cool. FS25 looks AI generated. That background, definitely. I'm sure I've created that picture on an AI generator before. But it is what it is. That's how things go these days. I'm sure they paid for some artists to do this, and it cost a lot of money, which is a shame. So anyway, let's jump in, shall we? Let's not fanny around. I think the first 15 minutes was in that home screen last time, so let's not hang around too long. So we're going to go. This is after the stream. Like since then, that is the amount of playtime I have had in FS25 so far. 1 hour, and most of that was sat paused. I think. There, I've not had time. So we're on HUTAN Pantai, new farmer. We will give ourselves a shed load of cash just in case you want to buy stuff and then have a little look. Start farm, yes. Guided tour, no. We don't want that this time. Holy, I forgot how much FS25 has in store for us, especially the animals. Yeah, I'm going to try and do some sort of separate things, and we'll spend a bit of time looking at animals and looking at machines in different streams or different videos. I'm not going to put out like a Let's Play series until the new year. we're going to be, once I've done what I want to do, just sort of random streams and first looks and stuff, we'll start a stream series, and it's most likely going to be on HUTAN PANTAI, just because it's going to be more different for me. But then I'm going to wait until New Year probably before I start any sort of recorded series. Jen, hello, hope you're well. Thanks for coming in and joining us. Hope you had a pleasant evening. Hope you enjoyed your time, or what time you had to play a bit of FS25 yesterday and today. So yeah, anyway, that's what we're starting with. Let's boot it up. I've been and I've harvested a few extra mods from elsewhere just for a bit of quality of life. So we've got Terraform Anywhere. I can hide my HUD, zoom, camera collision's gone, and place anywhere. So I went and got them. I did follow a little tutorial that Disturb Simulation put out, showing some hidden vehicles in it, which is cool. You can turn on some options in certain vehicles, but all it really does is pull all the options for that vehicle model and put it on one tractor. So it's like the same model is used to make 3 different tractors in game. You can pull all them skins through and just stick on one in the store. But it's cool. You can put the blue power on lots of different tractors, or on 3 other different tractors is what it is. I'm good, thanks. I played 3 hours yesterday. Loved it. I'm playing again tonight. Nice. All I've done for myself, sort of playing wise, is about 3 hours. That is it. Oh wow, mods have been out already. I see. Yeah, I went and got those off King Mods. They're some that King Mods put out themselves. They're pretty generic quality of life ones. They always come over. They'll come into the mod hub eventually once that sort of opens up. I'm not sure if Giants will be accepting any mods until they put out GE, which I think will probably be next weekend. Play now on each map. Nice. What did you think of them? How did you find them? Right, I'm going to stick with my guy. This is my farmer. This is it. I love it. He's awesome. Right, so we're not going to talk to Walter anymore. We did Walter yesterday, and that was awful. We will get some stuttering because this is our first time here. We've never loaded in. We've got to get our shaders in, but hopefully that'll be pretty quick. I spent a lot of time tweaking yesterday to try and get the visuals to how I'm happy with, because it just wasn't good out of the box. But I'm not going to go over that again for a second stream in a row. I will keep tweaking them over the weeks and months, but I would like to see some optimization come through. He looks like a Mr. Farquhar. He does indeed. I love them all. I'm going to continue on Riverbend. Yeah, I think Riverbend is probably one of definitely the best looking American map they've ever done. Without a doubt, it looks beautiful. I just want to play somewhere, for me, I want to be somewhere that looks a little bit more unique. So that's what I'm thinking. So is this our house? Is that where we started? At our house? We must do, because Grandad's here. So this is our farm. I say, you just have to excuse the stutters for a little minute. That's pretty cool. That looks completely different. Like, so that looks like a British house. Looks like the back of a British house. That looks maybe a little bit more continental. I don't know about Asian. I've never been to Asia. But yeah, that continental on the front, British council estate round the back. I like it. That's a bit of me. NPCs, how much did I miss of this? Yeah, they're more like the help guide, so that's more of an interactive help thing. You can talk to them, ask questions, they'll take you on the tour. It is really, really badly voiced. I did say we would go and talk to probably Ben or David today, and then whichever one is left we'll talk to when we go to Zaloinka, so we'll see how it goes. Felix, hope you're well. Hello, welcome in. Jen knows what I'm talking about when I talk about that house. So what's this? Oh, that's our water pump. This is nuts. That's a nice start. That is a nice starting house. That's satellite TV as well, and a massive digital aerial. Is this just a decorative one? I think it is. Oh, something I noticed as well on Riverbend is, and I didn't pay much attention to it when we were looking around, there was a cordoned off area, and I did put a screenshot of it in Discord today. There's something you can build there, because when you cycle through the visuals, the skeleton, the physicalness is there. It's just not got no textures on it. You live on a council estate enough for... Oh, so do I. So do I. Have done all my life. It's the only way to be. Only way to be. Salt of the Earth folk. Oh, that's David, I think. We're not going to start chat yet. I want to have a little look around a bit more. Let's should we have a look at the map? Well, then we'll have a look more at what we've got. So we've got I think that's the same chisel as we had last time. We've got the white instead of, what did we have? The Challenger, which is just another skin on that. It's the same tractor. Same planter we've got here. We do have the rice harvester and the rice planting instead of a... Oh no, we've still got the combine as well, so you probably start with a little bit more equipment. They look a bit creepy, they look creepy, they sound creepy, they... There's whoever signed off on the voice acting and just the words is a little bit wrong. And these are the greenhouses to grow the rice in. So it's missing... Oh, so there's nothing in here. That's why it looks dead. Okay. So that's not actually set up for growing, I don't think. Let me interact with that. Nope. Shames. Shame. And water. So we need to fill that up with water as well. I'm guessing that's our rice field. Paddy field? It's got a paddy field in it. Paddy field? Something like that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we got. Gotta get used to... There we go. So you start with quite a few. So we've got those three, that one and that one. Those, I'm guessing that, yeah, they're set up for water already. And those two are empty, which is fine. Oh, Streamlabs has turned up today. A whole stream yesterday, and the bot didn't turn up, so that's good. It's good to see them in. Electricity cut out. I have 10 minutes left before backup battery runs out. Have fun, everyone. I appreciate you stopping by and using that little bit of time with us, my friend. Always appreciated. So the rice is the rice is ready to harvest. So is that... It's just rice. So if it's long grain, does it say it's long grain? Does it look different? That's just rice. Was that 1 hour up here? Take care. Take it, yeah. No worries, buddy. And potato. That's not ours. Good. We ain't got to worry about potatoes. So it must have been down here. Hopefully we don't get crackling in the audio today. I'm using my my regular headset rather than the pods, so hopefully. Yep, and that's just regular as well. Oh, we got a little tut-tut. That's ours. Okay. Is that ours? That's dirty. The lizard dragon. Tut-tut. And the combine. Not sure what to do first. So I'm guessing the map is going to have the same sell points. I don't know if they look different though. Harbour grain elevator. The warehouse. Because I want to get round and have a look at some stuff. Oh, look at that, like a little town there. Restaurant. We got up here a sawmill. So that'll be the animals. Yeah. Went train. Neighbouring town. They didn't come up with another Asian name, so they just put neighbouring town. Sounds alright so far? Good, thanks. Appreciated. The grain hut. Lime stations. A silo. Huh. Temple. It's an unload spot as well, so we're selling there. Sell at the temple. Another one. That was a warehouse again. Train. The dairy. Gas station. Okay, cool. So it seems, just trying to get the, yes, and that's the play area. Like that. And not off into, I'm guessing we end sort of about there. So we've got some big fields on there. Field 2, that's a good size. They're good size, I think. Looks like we've got bigger fields here than we had on the American map. It does, it does. We don't start with any animals this time, though. So shall we... Ooh, shall we have a look at the rice to start with? Let's have a look at rice. Let's have a little play. Let's play with something a bit different. Let's... Because I've not done it before. We got the auto start on just because we have that little pop-up thing and that annoys me. I'm sure someone will come out with a mod that fixes that a little bit. Let's have a little look inside. I've had a little tweak on my controls. That was what I was doing for that 1 hour of gameplay today. Sorting out some more controls, getting them a little bit better. It's pretty smooth. That's nice. Looks good. It's at maximum top speed of like 12 miles an hour. So what way we work this field? Get right in on it. We'll go farthest field first. Want to have a little fun with this one. So we spent 45 minutes doing the tutorial and doing little bits of stuff we already know and have done before. So let's jump straight into something different. So from here, if we hold down H, oh, it does. It picks up from there. That's nice. Okay. So we're set at 3 headlands. Work the headlands. Oh no, we don't want that. We want steering assist. That's us. It'll automatically pick up our direction and shoulder. We'll keep the lines on for now. So is it? It's ready. Okay. So that is on. Down. There we go, it's working for me. First time. You love the GPS? It's certainly a treat, isn't it? Especially, I guess, because you're playing at the minute on the console, aren't you? So, yeah, having that for console is an absolute blessing, no doubt. My console is an Xbox One, so I can't get this on my console. And I don't plan on updating my console, so... I am all PC for Farm Sim at the minute. It's pretty cool though. I like it. I like it. Feeds in. Got a sort of similar feeding in animation and going along. A little bit like we had with the carrots and the parsnips and stuff as it goes in and along. So if you can hear in the background, that's kids now going to bed. There'll probably be a tantrum or something. Yeah, on PS5 at the minute, I can do loads in cab and make it more realistic. That's it. It helps, doesn't it? Like I'm an in-cab person. I know for content, generally, it's sort of preferred to be able to see more of the map and things like that. But if I play for myself, in cab as much as I can. Can't lie. It's smooth as well, isn't it? It's quick. It's smooth. It's nice and easy. I've got the zoom mod on as well now, so I can just sort of have a little better look, closer look. Oh, we get a little bip 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 as we approach the end. Nice. Evening, Mr. F. Hi, Gent. Evening, Rusty. Hope you're well, mate. Having a little play with some rice. Getting on straight away and doing some stuff. I can hear my little man shouting, Dad. There we are. There it is. Got to be careful, because when I try and straighten up the wheel, it disengages the GPS. That's the only thing. It only allows for a small movement of the wheel to disengage. So I guess what you should do is make sure you're set up and facing the right direction to go before engaging. Again, sorry for anything in the background. They can't help it, they're little. It's been a long day for them, and it's been a long day for the missus. It was her first day back at work. She had like 3 weeks off. She buggered her knee up, tore her meniscus. But she wanted to go back to work, so they're allowing her to go back on light duties, but it's sort of been a painful one for her. So she's having an early night as well. There we go. Oh, that's cool. I like it. At first when I was all rice, I thought, oh, that's gonna be. You must have put a dot in there somewhere, Rusty. How dare you post a link? Yeah, I was, because I never looked at rice on mod maps. So I was sort of concerned. Oh, it's going to come in, and rice is going to be complex. There's going to be another one crops that I don't touch. But I think it looks pretty good. I like that we grow it first, and then have to transfer it over. So you know, grow it in the greenhouse, get it ready, and then transplant it to the fields. I think that's cool. Add something different, a new step. I'm looking forward to having to play around with the spinach, and I just like that that's a crop that's going to regrow, and we can have fun with that. I swear Steam will have to get a body of 100 day. It didn't even turn up at all yesterday. You come in early today and it's here waiting for you. Did not turn up once in 3 hours. I think the yield on this was only predicted at like 40% or something, so we won't get a lot. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have something new. And yeah, I'm definitely going to do this more than I'll still ever do sugar cane. That's for certain. I tell you what, built-in GPS on the get-go. Game changer. A game changer, that. Everyone is going to look good. I'm going to look better. Then wonky harvesting lines and things like that. It's just... yeah. It is a shame that the store in Game Garage is a little bit bare bones. I ain't gonna lie. I think that is a shame. but we've got some different stuff. So I guess there's, you know, we've got less of certain things. We've got maybe less tractors, less regular combine harvesters, but I guess we've got the rice stuff and we've got the Oxbow stuff, and I'm sure some way they balance it out. Those rice machines are expensive, aren't they? Having a big rice paddy would either take forever to harvest or cost a fortune to rent mobile harvesters. You can, we're going to jump in it, I'm pretty sure you can just harvest this with a normal harvester as well. I'm sure you can. Does that just set me to go up and down? Ooh, where are we going? That's a bit weird. I'm not doing anything. My feet aren't touching anything, and we're spinning. It's almost like the GPS wanted to be a worker for a second there. I've seen some people post that they've had issues with workers doing ploughing. I said yesterday. I've used one worker to cultivate a field, and they did miss bits, and it was bits in the middle of the field, which was weird. So they're not perfect. I bought the gold combine, 79 pence, looks beautiful. Yeah. I installed mine this morning because I got it from Giants. Like, it didn't all come. You have to keep going back and collecting things up. It's going to take me a while to get used to the store. The gold one, there it is. The only thing is, that's all gold. That bit's not gold, and that bit's not gold. I feel like some of the bits, it should all be the same colour, no? But other than that, yeah, it's lovely harvester. It cost nearly $1 million. $1 million in game. It's gonna be a long while before we get one of them on a start from scratch. But yeah, why is it not all gold? Still looks, oh yeah, it still looks good. But I just think, why is that bit not? Is the header, so the header's gold as well. Design EU, US. Oh, so it's just the, is it just the warnings? These end bits? I think so. So does the harvester doesn't come with an EU or US option. But they did that on purpose. Give it a few months and they'll release the epic gold harvester for 79 pence, which will have the rest of the painted gold as well. It's like Fortnite skins. Oh, that's have they gone up in price? I feel like they're a lot more expensive than they maybe previously were. We didn't pay nearly $1 million for a harvester, did we? Or are they just... No, we had X9s before, didn't we? They're the same, aren't they? Because they're AGCO. And the colours are supposed to be more accurate to real life, aren't they? I don't know anything about swapping. I didn't do any swapping in 22. But you get a 25% yield bonus, apparently. Not apparently, you do. So perhaps I should look into swapping. I've not bothered to try and tighten my wheel up tonight. I'm trying to see if I can get used to having it just spin. It's not nice. I am pleased that someone has been kind enough to convert the high HUD. I like it. Yeah, I'll take some better screenshots with it, which is always nice. So we've got a high HUD, camera collision, build anywhere, and I've also got a free terrain terraforming and painting mod installed, so just allows us to look at things later on down the line, should we so wish. Yeah, the working width on this isn't very big. If you, like you say, if you had big patty fields, you'd struggle, wouldn't you? I mean, we've got 3 small ones, and so it's clearly going to take a while. But we can do these, or I can do these lands now. Split it, go up and down, and you're always going to get a good width on it. Whereas before, no matter how much I've tried to go in a straight line without GPS, it just didn't happen. So you can get the nice turns, you can get the loops, you can do it in straight lines. It's just, yeah. So cut in and find one. Excellent. The wheel in straight though, that's going to catch me out at the end. I don't know if this farm owns any productions. We'll have a look once we got the rice. We may have to just sell the rice. But I think this is where I want to come and do our Dream series. Like I said, I want to get pigs set up. Pigs and rice, pork and rice. Got greenhouses so we can do the chilies, you know, try and have it where, you know, eventually maybe have it as a series where we do everything. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how long it takes before a really good map comes out. And then we all jump. Lancey Boy was asking on, on Facebook today, whether people would prefer if he was to try and convert Stone Valley again, so we get Stone Valley 25, or whether to go and do American Life of Farming, which came right at the end of FS19. I put my 2 pence in. I said that as much as I love Stone Valley, for a long time it was like my favourite American map, and pretty much the only American map I played. American Life of Farming would feel fresh, and then I guess later on down the line, if you wanted to do Stone Valley again, it would be probably easier to convert. Are we going to be treated to another of Mr. Farquhar's famous Pigless Pig series? I think we are, but we're definitely going to get pigs this time. I'm not having it that we don't have pigs. We're going to get the pigs. It annoys me that we never get the pigs. We will get pigs. We will. So with this, So if it's turned on, it will automatically find it. I don't have to go back into the menu and set that up. It's got 3 headlands. It's exactly what we did before, and it's found best. So that's good. I mean, that's, in my eyes, that's something that, you know, is an improvement upon the mod that we used to have. The fact that it's automatically there. I ain't gonna grumble at that. That's, oh, I'm just driving over it. That's definitely like a convenience, quality of life, that one. But yeah, we are. We're going to try and get pigs. Even if we start the series already with pigs. For a change. Rather than spending 3 years trying to get to pigs and still not having pigs. How about I do some pre-series work so we've got pigs and we're just looking after the pigs. Crop destruction always. Actually, I didn't go in and sort the settings or anything out, did I? Turn that off. Slow that down. That's normal. Season growth, yeah. I mean, we're not going to start steaming 3 days, are we? But no, crop destruction on. Automatic. I'm going to leave that on for now. Actually, no, we'll turn it off. We're running now. It's all good. It's all good. We'll turn our workers off. I'll do that. I did see Peter put in Discord that he was having issues with his workers doing some of the delivery go-to jobs. But I did comment, like, I never really used that anyway. I'm one of those people that I like to do all the driving and going and doing stuff. To be fair, if they included GPS with base game and it wasn't as good as the mod version, they got smacked down by the player base and the big one. Yeah, they would. They would. But yeah, it's easy. That's the thing that's probably its biggest plus, is that it is so simple. You know, it's not got as many fine-tuning options, and yeah, hopefully it works well with custom fields and stuff. We'll see as we go along through gameplay and stuff. Yeah, there'd be more complaints, and there was already people need to learn patience. It's hard to tell people to be patient though when, you know, they forked out. Some people have forked out, you know, the better part of 80 quid. Those that have gone for the, you know, season pass and all that, and anyone who's gone for the collectors. I mean, you don't buy that unless you're happy to commit. That's what I think. I think if you buy like a season pass edition, deluxe, whatever you want to call it, or a collector's edition, you should be prepared to have maybe issues. You should be already of that mindset and a fan of the series and know what's going to come. If you've never played Farm Sim before and you maybe bought the Ultimate Deluxe Edition Year 1 pass and then played it and complained, like, the question would be, why did you buy something you didn't really know about? Because historically, with many games now, and we all hate it, but historically, FS launches aren't always great. And I think this is probably the best one since FS17. 19's launch was awful. That was broken as hell. 22's was a little bit squiffy. I haven't seen anyone on Facebook, or I haven't really checked it on Reddit much, but I haven't seen anything on Reddit. I haven't had any notifications come up from Reddit. And I haven't seen massive complaints in the partner Discord. I don't really spend much time in the Farm Sim Discord. I don't spend any time, I ain't gonna lie, I don't spend any time in Farm Sim Discord. Busy Discords aren't for me. Like, if there's too much happening, then I don't pop in. I'm way too much of an introvert to be worrying about all that goings on in busy Discords. It's too much. Like, I think sometimes I think, oh, I would like it if my Discord was a little bit more busier, but also I like that there's not a lot going on. I don't have to worry about people doing stuff. There's not any admin to do for it. It's easy to keep up to date with. I prefer small Discords, as I'm an introvert as well, and you get to know people. Yeah, you do. You do. I feel like with the larger Discords, like you need to live in them to stay up to date. And I just I ain't got the time and energy for it. But yeah, I don't need that many people to communicate with. I mean, I'm quite sad, and I enjoy Big Brother. So I've spent the best part of the last month arguing with people on Facebook anyway. So, and there's 50,000 people in the Big Brother Facebook group. So, you know, that's more than enough of extra people. Anyone else watch Big Brother? Yeah, I like it when someone just pops in randomly and has a little share or something. X Mafia, he often comes in and he'll share, like, because he just plays for himself and he plays on his saves. But he regularly comes in and just keeps us up to date, like what he's doing on his saves and stuff. And I always thought that was pretty cool that he shared that. And I know X Mafia from console. Like we used to be in the same farm sim group on there, and we used to chat and do, and we always got on well with Formula 1 as well. So I like that he swings by my Discord and shares his stuff. Oh, of course the pipe goes that way. Ah, there. Right, yep. Shall we? Let's park over there. Because it doesn't matter, we can soon find our spot. Oh, that's going to do its thing again. Slow you down. Rusty giving it a vote. I haven't watched Big Brother in over a decade. When it came back, I didn't watch it on Channel 5. I don't think. When ITV, I only watched it because I saw an advert for ITV2, and I said, oh, I hadn't seen Big Brother in ages, and I was there for the first one. I absolutely loved the original concept of it. And sometimes I watch them back. There's a channel I watch that shows it. Yeah, so I do quite like it. Do we have a trailer? Oh, where's our vehicles? This is weird. Right. Oh, we got the Lizard Dragon. What's the capacity of that? Okay. So I guess that's what we're using. But yeah, I like the concept. It's not what it used to be. It's not even close to being the social experiment that it was supposed to be. But I am a fan. I love the drama and all that. That and Traitors. I don't know if I watched Traitors. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm trying to pronounce it properly. Traitors. The only reality TV that I watch. I absolutely love Traitors. We watched the British, the Australian and the American version of that. That is mental. The truck is awesome. It's a lizard. Oh, I just love the extra detail on your character. And admittedly, you don't generally see them much. We'll have a little play with the tuk-tuk later as well. Feels a bit small. Whether it's supposed to be that small, I guess. Because the weight in a massive tractor, never watched it. My gran loves it. What, Traitors? Oh, you should. You should watch it. I think everyone should watch Traitors. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I like anything that sort of puts human nature under a microscope and to see how we react with it. It's just trust, distrust, friendship bonds, and how that sort of works. Seeing people maybe manipulating and deceiving, and yeah, I'm a conniving little bugger, obviously. Love it all. But we don't have to rush off because I record it, so I'll watch it back. So when we finished last night, I went and watched 2 hours of it. I have to finish in time to make sure I get my votes in now, that's the thing. So so we're not there. We are. Let me pipe back in. I got, having like 2 months away from Farm Sim, I completely forgot my controls. Experienced that in real life. Yeah. Yeah, it's not nice, is that, for the real thing for people. But within a game show, it's not as bad. But I totally get you. It's down. It's back on the straight and narrow. I don't watch any reality TV, super or similar. I don't think I had 100. Why do I keep thinking I say 135? 35 years of dealing with that crap at work. That's fair enough, mate. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We've said before, I mean, like, I love watching medical dramas. My missus hates it. You know, as much as I like watching police dramas, I should imagine you absolutely hate it. I'm rewatching old shows at the minute. Well, at the moment it's Fringe. I absolutely love Fringe. Fringe is... oh, it's awesome. It gets a bit wayward because it's J.J. Abrams. But yeah, I like Fringe. I'm quite a fan of Joshua Jackson anyway. But yeah, Fringe is really good. Good sci-fi. Gripped in a sense of reality. Lone Wolf, hello everyone, long time no see. Indeed, my friend, appreciate you coming by. I hope you're well. Hope you've been keeping well. It's been a good few months. I've been quiet, that's on me, but we had, you know, things to do and deal with and to get over, and yeah, just didn't feel like doing this for a long time. And then with the whole YouTube screwing me over thing, I was like, oh, why would I want to come back and do it? But I do want to come back and do it because I enjoy it. I think I'm at the end of my rows, aren't I? We're up and down now. Love Walter. Yeah, Walter's great. I like Walter. And again, like the stark comparison to Walter and alternate Walter. A police forensics and anything medical are banned from our house. The wife being NHS and me being retired from the other mob. Exactly. It limits you on what you can watch, though. Antiques Roadshow. Because that's pretty much all drama, isn't it? Like I was thinking about restarting House the other day. I watched the first 2, I think it was, and like my missus isn't into it. It's not a thing. She doesn't really get it. But I know that her sister does, so I told her that she'll have to invite her sister over for a day of binging House with me, and she'll just have to go and take her kids and our kids out. And I'll just have a day of House with sister-in-law. Oh, that's awesome, Wolf. That's awesome, mate. Congratulations and all the best to the family, my friends. You've not long finished House Brilliant Show? Yeah, I love House. Me and my brother used to watch House. Me and my brother used to do everything together. It might sound weird because we were adults, but my brother pretty much lived with me for about 6 years. As adults. On the very rare occasion I get to the big TV in the lounge, I tend to chug on a DVD set. I'm currently going back through Vikings and Sons of Anarchy. Nice. I was thinking Band of Brothers, but I guess that's, I don't know whether military is sort of off the cards in your home, but Band of Brothers, I was thinking about that the other day as well, for something different. Thank you, thank you. No, man, that's awesome. They're great when they're tiny. Those first 12 months, they're the best. No, I only did 7 years military, and that was a lifetime ago, so it doesn't bother me. So, cool. There was a thing on the BBC a while back, might have been a few years ago, and they followed the like the recruits as they went into training. That was pretty cool. Like everything they had to go through, and and like, how hard it was. But it weren't like sugarcoated or anything for telly. It was brutal. All grandkids are great as you can hand them back at the end of the day. I'm like, oh, yeah. New Curse of Oak Island started last night. Love that show. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I don't think I know that one. Amazon keeps putting Yellowstone in front of me, and I know there's quite a lot of that because the different generations. My brother says there's something he thinks I'd enjoy if I watched it. If I'm going to try and get back in the groove for this YouTube malarkey, though, TV time's going to be cut down. It's a good job my big brother's coming to an end on Friday. I'm not liking the way we entered that at all. We'll take the proper one. It keeps Yellowstone in front of me too. Yeah, it's like right there all the time. That's the big pit they keep digging that allegedly has treasure at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know, I presume so. I'm also watching From Amazing Show. Look at that. 200-year-old treasure they've been looking for. Oh, okay, cool. Sort of squeezing it all in around my annual reruns of ER at The West Wing is really difficult in Star Trek. Hopefully we get some new Strange New Worlds soon. From is a horror type show. I would not watch that. I tried the other week. I was trying to play The Quarry on my console, and even at the bits that weren't scary, I was scared. I am not good at it. But I haven't even reached where anything remotely scary happens, and I can't pick it up. because it just gives me such anxiety. One day I will play and complete a horror game. And I even thought, oh, I'll try playing it during the day, curtains open, lights on, and I get so sucked in. I get so sucked in by it all. You love horror, everything, yeah, I really don't. I really don't. And I don't know why, because as a rule, I'm not actually not scared of anything. But I just get sucked into the horror, I get sucked into the suspense of it, that's what it is. It's the knowing that something's going to happen, but not knowing what it is. My little heart, ooh. Sometimes the anxiety makes me feel nauseous. It's stupid. It's really ridiculous. And it's just it's like an homage to like slasher films, and like because I was at the right age for them, I loved the slasher films like when they came out, like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer and stuff like that. I watched all them. Some of them got me a little bit, but as a rule they didn't. Whereas I bet now that I couldn't watch it, which is weird. Now we've got another field, and we're going to look at that one with a regular harvester, I think. So we'll do that. So we'll get the Massey round and harvest that other rice field. Let's see if we can put this back where it belongs. So can we, if I hold that, it doesn't turn it off at all, no? No? It just stays on ready down there on bottom right. Not most horror films, first one naked dies. Exactly. If you want to survive a horror film, you've got to remain a virgin. And I have a really vivid imagination when it comes to dreams. So like I've never watched A Nightmare on Elm Street or anything like that. I never will. I'll never watch any film where it gets you in your sleep, because I get got in my sleep on a regular basis anyway from nothing, and I have done since I was like a little child. I've had nightmares on a regular basis since I was like, I don't know, 8. Harvester down this way. Like all through, you know, probably because, you know, childhood weren't always the best, but all through high school I used to just have nightmares all the time about being stabbed by like members of my family, being chased, stabbed, trampled on, and like I once had a dream, and I'll never forget it, because I had a dream that my old grandmother threw me down the stairs. Like, it was brutal. And then people were just waiting down the bottom there, get the crap out of me. And that was my dream. Dream about my sweet little nan. What are we getting stuck on? What are the collisions like? Come on. I'm sure we can harvest the rice with this harvester. I do like a film where everyone dies, though. It always pisses me off when some hero character survives it and walks out. Yeah. I guess. But I wouldn't know, I don't watch them. I'm more of a drama person, or sci-fi. I like it to be like really highbrow or ridiculously fantastical sci-fi. Now, again, I'm just sort of assuming that we can, because I'm sure we saw them harvest rice with a combine, and not just the rice harvester, didn't we? So I'm assuming we can with this one. And we can't, by the looks of it, unless I... We can't harvest for this? No. So let's have a little look then. Let's look in the store. That's rice, is it not? Is that not rice? Find our way around. Rice, or is that long grain? Let's have a look. Is that a different sort of rice? That's long grain rice. The only part of the Titanic like was when Leonardo DiCaprio died made me smile. He makes my fists itch. Him, Richard Gere, and Hugh Grant. Oh dear. You know, when we can't harvest this rice with this, it has to be the rice harvester. Okay. I've learned something. Oh, come on. It's my fault, but come on. Get out of the way. Let's fold that up then. We'll take the sign with us. So, with that then, on that bombshell, if we go into productions, so they're our own ones. Oh, we need to get a water trailer so we can start growing some shizzle. Available. So the rice flour. So is there... So at the regular grain mill we can take... That's long grain rice. And that's regular rice. And we can turn that into flour at the grain mill. And then we can then use that for the bread. Sorry, missed that. Was texting the wife for coffee. Did you say only rice harvester can harvest rice, not normal harvester? Only rice can harvest regular. What comes under rice? The slightly browner one. Long grain. The whiter one, the paler one, appears to be the combinable one. If I go back to, if I jump back to, no, bloody, right, headers, it's the paler rice, so that's long grain rice, not regular short rice, although both can be used to make the rice flour and rice bread, or yeah, the bread using rice flour. So if I go back to special rice harvester, so that is only doing regular rice. So if I had the time, this is something I could make a video of. I just have time at the minute, and I'm sure the early access guys have done this. I just haven't been and looked at any of them. So if we go to the rice planter, See, that's just saying it just says rice though. So what? Surely the long grain rice is planted with this as well, because that's saying that's rice. Rice. Right. Maybe that just means generic rice. I should imagine we can get long grain rice with this as well. We'll find out when we do a series on here, won't we? Pallets. So it's just vegetable boxes. Potatoes, rice sapling. So how do we determine whether it's long grain or not? Because this is just a rice sapling. Or is long grain planted instead? Differently? Packages. Long grain. It's planted with a seed. There we go. Learn something new. Learn something new. See, I expected that all to be that way. Yeah, it gets seeded. Interesting. But we can build the flooded fields, can't we? We can build them in any map. Yeah, long grain street like a normal crop. Which is good because, excuse me, makes it cheaper, I guess. Although that's not that expensive, it's only 100 grand. The rice is actually really cheap to do. 100 grand. It would be a time consuming thing, wouldn't it? So what's this? If we go back here, I can jump around. These menus are weird. I'm just going to say that they're going to take a long time to get used to. So long grain rice would sell at let's say 1.6, average 1.65 per thousand, whereas regular rice sells at a lot more per thousand because it is more time consuming to get, and obviously it's a smaller rice, so you're going to get less. You're going to need more of it to make your 1,000 liters, aren't you? I wonder if you need twice as much rice to produce. See, all these tests, everyone else will have time to do these tests long before me, but these are the tests I want to do. So I should try and find some time at the weekend to experiment with rice. Because that's double your income. It's good to know, though. Good to know. So we will use the yeah. Let's use this as an excuse to go and explore the map then, because we've done the rice harvest with the new machine. That was pretty cool. We've not got long grain rice to experiment with, and I don't know all the like I've got the dev tools and everything opened, but I don't know all the controls for that. What's the bin size of the rice harvester? If it's not very big, then that's a clue to the poor yield. Yeah, the yield on this was 45% yield as well. Let's go back. No, can't get back there from there either, can I? So you can go one way through the menus, but you can't go the other. No, wrong one. 2000? Yeah, 2000. Still had to close one eye to read that. That's not good. I think my eyes have deteriorated even since getting the glasses. Yeah, 2000 litres. So that's it's like 6, 7. What's that like? Yeah, 7 grand per fill of that. That's worth. That's probably why the equipment is cheaper then. If it'll cost you much, you take forever to get your money back. Yeah, yeah. And I think everyone likes to do the comparison. What's worth more? What's this? I think as a general rule, if you harvest them and if you look after the fields exactly the same way, you have them all to the maximum yield, and you do everything right for each crop, and sell everything from each crop. So you sell the straw from your grain crops and what have you. I think they all balance out. I honestly do. I've always thought that. It's just not. We just often go, oh, we'll do soybeans and oats because they pay out more. But they pay out more because they don't give off straw, or oats gave off less straw, or because the yield is, a different yield. The same as it's like, oh yeah, one field of potatoes is worth so much. Right, the machinery is worth, an absolute fortune, or costs an absolute fortune. The time it takes to do it is insane, and spuds are big. So by the time you've got 50,000 litres of potatoes, you could have, a field-wise, it's going to take much more, wheat to produce that same amount. I'm going to head off. Take care, everyone. I appreciate you coming by, Jen. I appreciate that. You go and enjoy your game. Enjoy your evening. It's been lovely having you here. You have a good one. I haven't tried to plant rice yet. To flood the field, I hope you have to fill it with a tanker. To flood a field... What, you mean over to here? It's just plumbed in, isn't it? You build it and it's plumbed in. Once it's planted... I am assuming we would then get the option rice field, empty flood. But I think we'd have to obviously have it planted first. Then you just flood it. Like, there's no fill trigger, it's plumbed in. From what I can see here. Again, I don't know. I've not tried, but that's because we've got no trigger, and obviously there's a water fill trigger over there. That's plumbed in. That's how I'm taking that wolf. Be more fun to bring the truck in. It would be cool to bring the truck in and pump it. Pump it. You see a little man just working away. Yeah. I mean, the facial hair is not great, but the face is just so much better. They're better than I thought they were going to be. So, let's bring our map up. And what I need to do is then... I need to find someone that's actually go back. I need to go back here. I need to go prices. I need to go. Oh dear. But I had trouble remembering when there was like 8 crops. Now there's 20 crops, 20 odd productions. I cannot remember anything. Where should we sell it? We'll go to. We'll go with the grain mill. Can I double tap it? And nope. So double tap and it doesn't do anything. Shame. Okay, so it's quite a way off. We will go. Turn around. We'll go that way. I am going to have to just sort my wheel out. I can't drive that loose. Hopefully I sort it. That's a bit better. So they drive on the right hand side over here in Asia, don't they? Let's have a look inside the lizard. Looks alright, doesn't it? I think it looks fine. It's fine. Oh, we got a little bit of fog. I have, again, my fog density is turned down from standard. But as we're coming down from the mountain into the valley, got a little bit of fog rolling in. So you see that look like outside? Yeah, just rolling in. I think we're going to go the long way round. We're going to go. I need to go that way, and then we'll turn right, and then we'll sort of go through town, so we can have a little look about. Have a little look about, mate. So we can get rid of that. We don't need that one. And we've got like a bit of distance blur going on there as well. That was my eyes again. Think big, 79 pence, 79p. I wonder if we can get linked as partners to sell us 79p add-on. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. See how many units I can push. I'm no salesman. I am no salesman. Oh dear. If we get into town, we'll go where there's actual stuff for us, and then we'll have a little look around downtown Chinatown. Star Trek. What's that? Sorry, what does that say on there? Iron Plow live in concert. The Wheatles. Soy Story 2. You making me crazy. Ballastorm now on tour. The Jasmine Dragon Tea House. The Great Gig in the Hay. Awesome. That's it. Simplest things make me chuckle. Can't lie. Simplest things make me chuckle. Let's just get rid of that and that. Put that back. Right. Yeah, good advertising. But look, I'm getting like seedy downtown GTA down here. Is this where the strip club is? The Spice Bites. Ramen noodles. Oh, what's the collectible here? I found. Oh, can we not get in there? Go on, let me get in there. What if I crouch? Can't crouch? Yeah, I can. No, can't get in there. Shame. Yeah, I found one of the collectible parts for fixing the old mill. Yesterday. I don't even know what they are. Was it Weasel? Weaselbub put out that he found some ball or something, but I don't know if that was here or if that was in Riverbend. Some sort of magical farm ball or something that was worth money. I found some beach balls on there. I didn't find any magical thing. You know what it is it's given? It's given Yakuza. Love it. This is supposed to be Japan, isn't it? I wasn't 100% on whether we were... although, to be fair, it's probably generic Asia. But I think it's supposed to be Japan. Non-specific eastern environment. The game has some good things in it. Just wish they would put a realistic farm on the map instead of we have to wait for my... Yeah. I don't know. You know, they have to build for the masses, as we know. I mean, both, well, actually now all three start farms are very small, aren't they? So, I mean, sell them up and build your own, I guess. It's not like in some previous games and Giant Sprouts where you come in and you have like a really big farm and it's all this stuff and a lot of it can't be removed or deleted. Whereas now pretty much everything that they put in you can remove, delete, replace. But both plots do seem pretty small. I'm not sure how much of the American one you can actually delete, but I should imagine a fair bit of it. So that's one of our mills. The Surf House, Coco's. That's quite complex, that. Down on the dock. I think the maps definitely look and feel a little bit more lived in than previous. Like, even in Ubaileron Town Centre, like that was dead, that was empty. We've got people about here. That's nice. No, giant star, generic Asian. Probably after some pointed out Japan drive on the left like us. Their map drives on the right. That'll be what it is then. So it's a mix of everything, I guess. Pantai Fire Department. But obviously the Asian market is massive, and they've teamed up with Sega. Sega are going to help publish and release the game in the Asian market, or have since the game is out. Yeah, Sega are doing a lot of the promotional stuff out there for it. So that's going to help them. And by the looks of it, looks like we can get on that big road as well. I might try and get on there later, see if we can hoss about on it. I mean, this, I'm not gonna lie, this bit looks a little bit bare bones. I just hate that we can see that all rendering in right in front of us. I'm really going to try and fiddle with the settings to see if I can get that better. I hate having that pop in. Sega's still around for a minute. Yeah. As a... Oh, he's going to try and get out of the way for me. You're alright, bud. Just stay there. Just as a publishing house, I think it's pretty much all they do. They never put out like remasters of their old games. I mean, that's normally through someone else. So I do think it's just as a publisher, not as a major developer anymore. So could we sell? I didn't look. Could we sell? So we can't sell our rice like directly to a restaurant or anywhere. If we were to, just want to have a look at construction. Yep. Now I don't know where I want to be looking because I don't understand why they had to change the menu so much. Factories, where's factories? Sell points, greenhouses, cultivation. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to place one down like as a generic thing. It isn't. You can clearly pick the size of that and shape because ours are odd shapes, aren't they? Selling points. What I wanted to see: biomass heating, debris crusher, piano, farmers kiosk. Let me scroll that. I want to see what other goods. What if I can sell my rice, like direct from my farm? Someone. Big farmers kiosk, farmers market. Maybe we'll put a kiosk down next to the restaurant. No, it's not the restaurant, next to the garage. So if people want to buy something, they can. Okay, so then, if I go into my sell points for my rice. No. So I can't sell my rice there. Can I? Does this not come up? Maybe because I didn't put it on my land. Let's see. So if you have a farm and you do rice, can you sell it here? No. That is a shame. Shame. That is a shame. Like if you're gonna, no matter what your farm, if you, I don't know, you should be able to sell your own rice. I think. I ain't got a clue where I'm going now. Should I delete that? No, we'll leave it out. It ain't gonna affect this. We're not staying on this save. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, frogs. Oh. Old man was petrified of frogs. Know how much he was scared of. Frogs was one of them. So let's keep heading on up. Yeah, it's, I think it's, I'm sure we can edit the XML. We can make a mod one of those so we can sell our own rice. Stick it in there and add it to it. Way. That's got a hell of a footprint, hasn't it? This sell point, that's big. My little trailer of rice is not going to touch the sides here. $10,000 though. And it wasn't difficult to harvest. It's just that it's narrow, isn't it? But yeah, I think it's pretty good pay. Pretty good return. You just have to travel all the way across the map to sell it. Is that a farm? Could we buy that farm? Let's have a look. Where are we? We are here. Not sure you could just double tap. Oh, that was under farmlands. Farmland 4. That comes with all that. So are there any other areas that look like they could be farms? So this is just ours. I think that's it, isn't it? So there is a second, like, pre-built farm here. Right in the middle. It's got the big fields with it. Nice big sheds. I turn on shed lights. Perhaps if we come here, this should be our start farm. So we can hit the ground running. Have some pigs out there. Some big fields of rice. It's got the greenhouses. Big hay barn. I wonder if that would open if we owned it. Should we buy the bit of land and just see what we can interact with it? Is this a hay loft? Or is that the silo? That's possibly the silo, isn't it? Fuel? Right. Yeah, silo. So let's see if we can open this. Oh, we can now, yeah. Cool. So they are regular greenhouses. And so greenhouses for rice saplings are specific. Chilies, garlics, lettuce, the cabbage, spring onions, strawberries, and tomatoes. Cool. Yeah, I think if I think I will pick this one to do a live stream series on. I think I might do some tinkering and start here with some good sized fields. Got run, nice seeing you back running again. I appreciate you, Wolf. Appreciate you coming by, spend some time with us. Once again, all the best to the family in the new edition. That's awesome news. I hope they are all well. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you soon again. Don't be a stranger. You have a good day, good evening. I feel like I need to move myself away with the... Oh, that one didn't open. That's a shame. Shame, shame. So is that... That's not what... They tell me we've got some empty space there, unless we can get him around the side. Okay. A bit we can't use. That's cool. I like that the buildings are so different this time around as well. I mean, I know some of the placeables are obviously white, you know, they are the same. some new ones further down. But these are new. Excuse me, sorry about that. And then we got the Zoloinka stuff. So yeah, that's nice. Nice we've got a couple. There's not a lot though. Like, again, you know, you can see why some people are a little bit disgruntled when it is... Like, these were new for 22. We didn't have these in 19. Please show the ground paints. Thank you. You want to see some paints? Of course we can. Go back in there. We can do that. So, fans, lights, other, ground, sculpting, paint. So, I'm assuming the controls are the same as what they were before. Brush size. Right, so we've got animal mud. We've then got asphalt. And we'll walk through it in a bit for you as well. That's not a problem. So plates is what we have. We've then got regular dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, rock. We've got some cobblestone. Stick that up here. Dirty cobblestone or mossy, mouldy cobblestone. That's pretty cool. Flagstone. And another sort of flagstone. And that is it for our paints. So, where did I put it? Up the top there. We'll get rid of my map. HUD, so we can see it a little bit better. So here we've got our forest ground. Thank you, they have more base game. So yeah, we've got some different ones. The forest seems to be coming in with stones as well. Add a little extra dimension to it. This was, what was this? Regular dirt, this one. Which also brings up some dirt, stones with it. A grass texture. Maybe the stones were already there, because we've got stones over here. So the stones might not be a thing. Although, yeah, stones aren't a thing. The gravel. I mean, that's using the parallax to give a more 3D effect as well. Rock face, much the same. See the asphalt. Animal mud. Clear cobblestone. Mossy cobblestone. This is an extra texture, obviously, that's putting in when building the map. That's not a paintable one. Yeah, mossy cobblestone. Then like our sandy flagstone. So that's quite nice. And then our small tidy grey flagstone. Which again looks pretty good. And our plates. Which obviously is everywhere. Yeah, I think the stones may even just be here. I think I got that wrong, because there's stones over there and there's stones down there. But the ground paint the texture, or with those stones in them, definitely. Rather than just being brown with leaves. We've got some roots and we've got some moss, some leaves, some cobbles. It's, yeah, a lot more detail. That looks bumpy as hell. I wonder if it gives off the 3D. Should we drive over it? Getting close. Actually, if we go in cab, we should see if it's bumpy or not. Oh, that is, yeah. Look at that. I'm a little confused. This game has 33 negative reviews on Steam. I haven't purchased yet because of that, but it's looking good. The thing is, like, there's ups and downs to it. Visually, some people say, oh, it's not come along enough, it's not come along enough. There's only so far visually this game will go with this engine. Is it improved? Yes. Densities are better? Yes. Optimization, again, isn't great. And 19 wasn't great at launch, and 22 wasn't great at launch. Hopefully it can improve. The depth of production, if you're into, that's the thing, you've got to be interested in that thing. The depth of production is there. Like, there's so much. I'll happily go through it again. We went through it yesterday. We can go through it again today. There is so much like produce. Two games ago, we had like what, 10 crops, I think, and that was it. We had 10 crops. Now we've got all this as produce, so we've got raw crops and vegetables, and different stages of production. There's a lot there, but you've got to be interested in doing production. The new crops, some will say, oh, they're not enough, they're not different enough. Rice is pretty cool. We just did rice. Rice was pretty cool. The new machinery for rice is different. The method of doing it for flooding a field, that's new, that's different. The fact that I can't use my combine to do one particular rice but can another, I'm not sure how that is because I don't know nothing about growing rice. But that's a shame, because it would have been nice to have just tried to do that rice with a combine as well. So long grain rice you can combine. Regular rice has to be done with a rice harvester. There's, you know, the base game vehicles at the minute. Again, I'll hop in and I can show you. Base game vehicles at the minute feels very light. If we go into small tractors, we've got 17 small tractors at the start. Some of these are, you know, probably not going to get used by a lot of people because they are sort of grapevine specific. But they were part of, I believe they were part of a DLC pack, whether it was a free DLC pack or a paid DLC pack, I can't remember, but the Carraro pack was a thing. So they've come in. But if I remember rightly, at the start of 22, we didn't have a lot of small tractors either. Medium tractors, it looks like we've got a few more. And no, that's, again, I think that's the same, isn't it? 5, 10, 15, 17? 17 medium tractors. Now, I guess my only gripe here would be this, and this are the same tractor. If you go into the XMLs of this tractor, of say this tractor, if you go into the XML for the AGCO white, you can unlock the Challenger skin and have it put on here, and you can unlock the AGCO series skin, and it all goes on here. These aren't separate tractors. These are the same tractor. And it is the same for the case. The case on it, if you go into its XML, is also the T7 and is also the Steyr. They are the same tractor. So that's one tractor, just with a different skin on it. And if we go back, the small tractors, the little Deutzfahr, again, this is the same tractor, but it just pulls a different skin for it. So they're not that unique. I see a lot of complaining about the base game being very light, even though there are so many brands. I guess they're waiting on the modding community. There could be that. Giants have said they're going to be bringing out or adding to the garage pretty quickly with stuff that they haven't put in the game. That is something that bugs me. I've said it before in 22. I said it in 19. I say it in this one. I said it just the other week. It really annoys me that they add mods to the game when they should just patch it in, or they should be there when the game I feel they should be there when the game releases. It just feels, I don't know, it's a way of drip feeding in to feel, or to give the perception that you're already updating and you're giving new stuff, but you're just putting back what came from the last game, and you're putting it in as a mod when just add it in, patch it into the game so everyone's got it without having to use up that mod space, because on PC it's not a problem. You can put as many mods in as you like and until your PC breaks. For the guys and the girls and whoever is on console, they have a limited amount of memory space that they're allowed to use on their console to add mods to, and then each save has a limited number of mod slots that they can put their mods in. So if all what was once before Giants base game is then coming in as mods for this game, then there's less space for mods for stuff that I feel should have been in base game. And I know that's not a popular opinion amongst many other creators, especially those in the partner program. They don't agree with me, but that's what I think. I don't think Giants should be putting in the mod hub for stuff that could be base game. That's a very good point about Giants and mods. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't expect everyone to believe it. I don't even expect anyone to necessarily agree with me, but that's just my opinion on it. They're not mods. That's game content. I don't think it should be in, or just do it as, I don't know, like the free DLC packs. Do it like that. So then it's just worked into the game. It's there. It's not using up mod space. So maybe once they've got 8-10 vehicles ready to be added in, instead of jamming 10 mods on the mod hub in one day, release a free vehicle pack or a free machine pack or something, just to fill it out without taking up, for console players, which is a larger portion of the player base than PC these days, it takes up valuable space for them to be able to work that into their game and their gameplay. Now, I went through the large tractors, and I didn't find that these worked as reskins. I didn't, and the Fent didn't either. Because I was wondering whether there'd be a Challenger skin for that, but there isn't. So whether that would come later on. But yeah, you can. Is a bit cheeky, I think. Although that might. Perhaps I didn't check that. Perhaps I will check that. But yeah, they are. Some of these tractors are just reskins of the exact same model, and they're not necessarily different tractors. Although, you know, fundamentally that's what it all is, isn't it? So yeah, that limited amount of machinery, or what was perceived to be a limited amount of machinery. But like you say, there are now more varieties and more brands. So I guess there's only, as they'll perceive it, there's only so much they can put in day one. But I think there could be more. You know, if we go to So the Kubota stuff is here, which obviously was additional content previously. Our telehandlers always, like from game to game, they seem to change like quantities and brands quite frequently. Yeah, we've got the Cenoboggan this time around, but the Cenoboggan and the Faint Cargo are exactly the same. This is just a reskin of the Cenoboggan, because that is included in this one's XMLs. That's the same thing. So really, there's four telehandlers. The Valtra and the Massey in... Did it? They could be. I didn't... What, these two? No, they're not even the same shape. And they don't have the same power outage. If you go to the ones that are that are sharing the same file, the same skin, their information is exactly the same. And the style, none of that changes. Yeah, Disturb Simulation has got a video on it. He's got it as hidden vehicles, but it's just releasing that skin so you can put it in there. If you want, I can show what I mean, because I've got a... If I just go into my files, my mod folder, and then if I go into and where have I put it? I have to find where I've done stuff. I'll happily do this live on stream. Perhaps I should have had them ready in game in case someone asked about this stuff, or if this sort of came up in chat. FS25. So if I get the Case Puma, just copy that. I should be able to put that in there. Yeah, that should be all right. That should be fine. We quit. Yeah. I'll try and bring him in. I think I'll probably have to exit the game and then come back in for that to show up, but we'll see. No, it's showing. So there it is. This is the Case Puma edit. So now if we go back in, I like that. I like the funny you got to go to the home page and then bring it back, and it'll read it as a fresh. Should come in pretty quick. Yeah, I like Mr. Disturbed. Yeah, because at first I thought, oh, he's found something here, and then when I did it myself, I was like, oh, this is just because it's more wonderful when you're watching someone else do it, and then when you do it yourself, you get to look and you see, oh, this is just the same thing. This is how they're working it. Whereas I never looked into it in like 22, I might go back and have a look and see if that's what they did there as well. So if I go to the store and we go to my modded one, which is at the bottom now, on it, we can just, all three are the same tractor. There is nothing new, and we can turn them all into blue power, so they all get the blue power color on the style, which does look pretty cool, to be fair. Or a blue power case, and we can give them all the panorama window as well. So I like that you can actually do this now, because you can have a really custom tractor. But yeah, it's a little bit cheeky, I think. Okay, but I got to slope off now. Have a good evening. No worries, no worries. Good job on combat. It's simple enough to do. I'm no I'm no master modder. I'm no modder at all. But I can edit an XML and fumble my way through. But yeah, it's pretty simple to do. Once you've done it a few times and you're confident in where you're going and what you're doing, it's quite simple, isn't it? So yeah, I have still got this one in here. I didn't realise I already got this one in. So yeah, here it is. Oh no, this is the mod. This is their one. I thought that was the one I'd done. It doesn't say edit. So that is theirs. Yeah, but yeah, obviously Agco and White and Challenger, they are all the same tractor. But we'll see. You know, I like to fiddle about in the XMLs and just try and understand stuff, because then I think maybe I could do something for myself and do things like just to make things personal. And you know, I'd like to get better at adding skins and logos to vehicles, because I've tried it and sometimes I get it to work right and sometimes I don't, and that can be frustrating because I'm not very good at the texture and stuff, and I don't know anything about Blender to be able to, like, oh, I'm going to put it back in, I want to bake it in Blender and make it really good. I don't know how to do that. I've played with Blender many times and gotten nowhere, and even my good friend Lancey Boy offers to help, and I'm like, I don't want to take your time up. I don't want to take Lance's time up. Like, when I've tried to do things and stuff, he says, oh, just tell me what you want, I'll make it for you. So I want to learn how to do it myself. Even if it takes me forever. But yeah, I can understand why there are some negative people about it, but I think the gameplay loop is never going to change. It's farming. They add in as much as they can. You know, they added in forestry. I'm not a big fan of forestry, but I'm not sit and cry over it because I don't like forestry. I just don't do it. Productions, I think, are a nice thing. And again, for those that want to do it, a great addition. They add more to the gameplay and the gameplay loop in what you're doing. So you can set new goals, new challenges for each map, each playthrough, whatever. So there's that adds the variety. I do think it is more the, like I say, what appears to be a much more limited garage, but from more brands. But for what they might have taken away for retractors, that would probably be a skin of something else, they've added in, you know, the MacDon themselves, they've added in the Rice machinery themselves, they've added in the new Oxbow machinery. So I just think there's got to be a balance to it. I would like to see more, but I can understand why there isn't everything. Like I say, my only gripe is that it turns up in the mod hub when it could be a patch put in, or it could have, you know, or as like a free DLC pack of machinery that didn't make it through in time, or for whatever reason. I just think there's, you know, other ways around it without taking away from Giants and without putting too much on players to maybe purchase stuff that maybe that they will perceive that should have been there. But the new stuff is nice. The new Massey. We start with the Massey on both farms. We did some rice. I've got another rice field, you know, on here to play around with still at some point, probably. I'm not quite sure how much longer I'll be live today because there's something on telly I want to watch. But yeah, I wanted to get on and have a look and have a feel for the map, because I think this is where I'm going to come and go. I remember meeting last month Steve Mods. He tried Blender for a year and couldn't get his head around it and wasn't going to bring any more maps to the game because of that. Well, he's still out there modding. You know, unfortunately, I think it's quite easy to get disheartened as modders. They get a lot of shtick. Let's be fair, they do get a lot of shtick. And if you can't put out a map to the visual standard of, say, you know, an Oxygen David or a Bullet Bill or maybe a Lancy Boy, then you tend to get crapped on pretty quick. And Steve's mod's been around for a long time. I thought he was being harsh on himself about it, but I understand him wanting it. Yeah, exactly. It is. And it's difficult, and you know, he's not had the best of health. Not that it's for me to well, tell his business, but he'll tell people if they are. He's not had the best of health. He made it quite public that he was unwell for a long time. He's not a young man, and it can weigh on you. And like people just jump in on Facebook and they just give him a load of shit because they don't like something. If you don't like it, don't play it. It's that simple. And it's the same with the hate brigade that jumps on Lancy Boy every time. Every time. And I just think these guys give up their free time to make stuff for our game so we can enjoy it. You haven't got to like every little piece that arrives to this game. In the same way, if you haven't got to like every aspect of the game when it comes out at base. If you don't like a mod, don't download it. Don't play with it. No one's forcing you. And I'm good friends with FS Landscaping, and like he makes his maps because he wants the maps. He's, in all fairness, he doesn't care if no one else likes his maps. He predominantly plays on console. He will always play on console. He has a PC so that he can make the maps he wants. And then people jump in his Discord or go looking for him on Facebook just to send him messages and just to be shitty to him. If you don't like his maps, don't play them. You know, he's spent the last year trying to learn Blender, trying to get better, and he's improving. Every map gets better. And the stuff that he's already doing to prepare for making a map for 25 is already so much better than what he did for his last map. So he's coming on. But again, if you're not to that Oxygen David standard, you're seen as being crap. But not everyone can do all the things, and it's just crazy. I would like to see BB make an appearance for FS25. I miss him. I really thought he was good. Not that I really thought he was going to. I really hoped, personally, just because I love Cobra Park Farm. I still play Cobra Park Farm on FS17. I've had it since 2017. That same save is on my console. Yeah, I really wanted him to bring his map. I know he's been working on it. He was sort of slowly paced, but it never sort of came to fruit. And another person that I really hope does get their map that they've done and convert it up to 25 is Dusty Dave. Dusty Dave, you know, Bessie Beneath was probably one of my favourite maps, and it was broken. It was quite broken for a long time, and even at the final stages, there were certain things that didn't get fixed. Bessie Beneath was one of my favourite maps in FS19. Loved Bessie Beneath, and he'd spent a long time. I think FS22 had been out for nearly a year before he announced that he was going to make a map. But that was just a slow thing that he was doing, but it never got to a final fruition. So hopefully he can pick that up and bring that to 25. I mean, I spent a long time trying to make a map myself in 22, but I just couldn't juggle the time for making content, live streaming, tweaking with mods, having a young family, and to put in the time to make a map. It's just not physically possible. It's not. And that's quite often why we find that modders don't really play the game. They like modding, and that's what they do. They like 3D modeling, and they found a niche that they really enjoy doing it for. Maybe once upon a time they played the game, and then sort of as they mod, they play less. So yeah, you just can't do it all. Same thing happened to Nitro Dad. He just walked away in FS25 after crazy comments. Yeah, it's a hobby. It's a hobby. There is absolutely no need for it. And sometimes certain content creators bait it, and I've had it out with some of them, and they are a million times bigger than me. So my opinion doesn't matter to them in the slightest. But when you bait your audience into making certain comments about a particular mod or a particular modder or a particular map, just so you can get the likes, so you can get the comments, because if you can bait them into putting a comment in there, then that's interaction for your channel. Your video does better, it gets pushed out more. So that's what you want. Interaction is key. So they bait them into it. They'll use suggestive language about a particular thing or a particular person, and they make it personal when it should never be personal. It's a video game. And I think that's a disgusting way of doing it. And I've called a couple of them out, and they really just don't care. As long as it helps their channel grow, and as long as they're still getting paid, they will keep doing it. And some of these are some of the biggest people in the community, and it's just not on. I've gone out of my way to defend particular modders just because I always will, because they provide so much for the game, and there's no reason for anyone to bash on them or anything. I love this house. Sorry, I love that it looks so British at the back. Like, I swear that's my neighbour's house if I look out that window in front of me. But at the front here, I don't know what this is. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, rant it over. We'll say rant over. When I used to stream on Twitch, we used to have a thing for rant over, because I rant a lot. But yeah, rant is done. I think this is going to be the map that I come to do a live stream series on. We had a little drive around. I like its look. I like that the rice is going to fit in. I want to come here. I want to do rice and pork, and we'll get some chilies growing, and we'll do sweet chili pork and rice. That's going to be our thing. But that is going to be it. I don't know what the time is now. It's nearly 9 o'clock. I think I started about 6:30, so we've been going about... Oh, what did we start? Just before 7. So we've been going for about 2 hours. 2 hours is enough time. So I've had a look at this. I've had a fiddle with the rice. I like it. I used the GPS. Obviously, I've used the GPS in a little background play that I've had for a whole hour. But yeah, I like the GPS. The GPS works good. It makes sense. It's simple. I like that once you've got it turned on, it's automatic on that field, and it will use the same settings that you had on your previous field. So if you like to have 3 headlands and then work up and down the field, every field you drive to will have 3 headlands set up and then up and down the field. That's so simple. Something that always used to keep me away from using mods like auto drive and course play and GPS was that they always looked, to me, being a dummy, they always look quite complex. The GPS in this is so simple, and the AI workers work off it, so they take the exact same route that you would take if you were using your GPS. So I think that's good. That's nice. That's a little bit of continuity, and anyone that knows anything about me knows I love a bit of continuity. I didn't get round to purchase any saplings, but we'll do that when we do a proper playthrough, and we'll have a little bit more of an idea on what we're doing. I might start, if I come here, I'm not sure whether I'll start with both farms just so I can have this set up and the big farm set up, or what. I don't know how I'll do it, but I want to do it so we can get pigs early on, because I really did struggle to get my pigs going in 22. Thank you for the stream. I will hit the sub button to try and catch you next one. I appreciate that, still one. I do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. It's great to have a little chat with you. It's always lovely to have someone new come in. And if, you know, unless we're doing something specific, say like more of a live let's play, I probably wouldn't break away and start painting the floor. But for something like this, I'll happily do stuff, show stuff, bring stuff in, stop the stream, do something else. I'm more than happy with that. But yeah, it's been great. It's been great to chat with those that have come by. I'm just going to pop on my end screen so I can pick my nose. Yeah, everyone that has come in and chatted. Rusty's been with us for a period. It was great to get Lone Wolf back for a bit. even Felix came in. Haven't seen Felix for a long time. Felix popped in. It's really good to have you guys come in and have a chat with us. I appreciate it all. If you watch this after the fact and you've gotten through my rants, by all means, comment on it. Tell me what you think about this. What's your opinion on mods? What's your opinion on whatever? I don't mind. We'll have a debate down there. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new here, your first time coming, be like Stillborn, hit the subscribe, maybe catch us live again. I'm going to try and go live again tomorrow night, and we're going to have a little look around Zaloinka. We know Zaloinka, but we'll see what's changed there, and we'll just have a little bit of fun there. And maybe talk to some NPCs, because I forgot to do it today. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.